Great big hello to everyone watching this. I'm alliebeemac. Welcome back. 2 weeks later. Listen. Fun fact about me and what happened to me after my last stream. I bit something. I was eating some delicious food from family friend, Iranian, and they made something I never had it before. It was so freaking yummy. And that meal cost me ultimately so far. Hey! Thank you so much, Mark. Look at yourself in the mirror. Some God amongst mankind knew it to be true because it is. Thank you so very much, Mark. Thank you. So guess how much that meal cost me? Just a fun guess. Just a fun guess how much that meal cost me. Emotionally, physically, medically. Hold on, let me see if I can... Oops, the Streamlabs thing is missing. Oh, and also right now YouTube is not some, to be fair, just one. And guess how much fixing that one? There was a plum seed inside of a thing. I don't know what it was, but the thing was soft. I cracked down on it. This tooth, right here. Crack. All the way up into my jawbone. Isn't that so fun? So that's been, so far, $1,500 for the first surgery thing. Just for my tooth to look exact. It's still my tooth. It's still my tooth. On the inside, it's not all my tooth. But on the outside, it's still all my tooth. $1,500 for the first thing, 500 something for the second thing. I've got a third thing coming up. It's expensive to be injured. Did anyone know? Anyways, and my face has been so swollen because they had to go up into my jawbone. It was the worst. It was the worst. That food was so delicious though. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was truly the best. Well, so it was really cool. The procedure itself, the first procedure, the more expensive one that was like a root canal because they had to go all the way up into my jawbone. This is why Luigi did what he did. Listen. Let me log into Streamlabs. Hold on so I can read that message. And write Mark's name down. Did everyone say thank you to Mark? But on a more serious note, the reason I was able to not go into insane medical debt, because I would have gone into insane medical debt, is because of your donations. So thank you. I would have had to take out a very predatory loan, but because of your donos was not necessary. I've been saving very carefully. I thought I was going to use it, for something like fun or responsible or whatever. I used it on one fucking tooth, but that's fine. I've been saving. I've been working so hard. All right. Uh-oh. Streamlabs, don't be weird. Log in with YouTube. Here we go. Everyone say thank you to Mark. I was talking to a family member of mine, telling them how much my tooth cost, my one singular tooth. And again, they're not even giving me an implant. It's literally, as you can see, by the fact that it's not perfectly white, just my tooth. It's just my human tooth with new things inside of it. And they were like, well, but that's ridiculous. What are they gonna do if you can't pay? And I was like, well, then I won't get the tooth. And they're like, but that's ridiculous. You won't be able to eat or drink or do anything without it. And I was like, yeah, I know. And they were like, well, what do poor people do? And I was like, because they're like, the government will pay for it. And I'm like, no, the government will not pay for it. The government won't actually, thank you. And they're like, but then what are poor people supposed to do? Wow, that's such a good question. Such a good question. But anyways, I also got a nerve block, which I was really excited for, because when I was studying medicine, when I was shadowing doctors, there was a study that I got to, and by observe, I mean like I got to watch the doctors do the nerve blocks, and then I got to do some mathematical analysis on the results. But that was what was it, like a brachial something, the nerves that are over here. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I didn't know that they could do nerve blocks in the face, so I got a nerve block in my face. Oh my God, I have so many things to tell you about this dentist I went to, who is, scared the bejesus out of me. Everything, thank you so much to Victor. Victor, look at yourself in the mirror, say, my God, amongst mankind, now to you. Some insane dentist stories. Because he's a real guy. He's very blunt. He's very particular about certain things. Incredibly smart dude. Everything, thank you so much to Victor. Victor? I'm so sorry. Victor says probably not going to be able to stay, but here's help. Thank you. Make sure to put the food on the fork. I did bite the food. There was a plum seed in it, and it was savory. It was a savory dish. I didn't know there were plum seeds in there. Anyways, if I was getting like all new teeth for $2,000, I'd be like, awesome, so cool. It's just my tooth. Victor, I'm so sorry, man. All right, so I'm trying to remember different things that the dentist told me. So when he was looking at my tooth, he was like, nice eyebrows. And I was like, thank you. And he goes, you know, you could do something about those under eye circles. And I was like, awesome. Awesome. Great. And then I can't remember what else he said. He was like, nice skin. And I was like, thanks. And he goes, you want to have surgery for that high smile line? It's because I show gum when I smile. And I was like, no, I'm good actually. And he goes, it's literally 2 snips. It's like nothing. It's really, truly nothing. And I was like, no, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Victor. Victor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to blame the new tooth. All right. I for seriously need YouTube to understand that I am live streaming. It is insane. I have never seen the YouTube live streaming apt. I have forgotten how to speak. Anyways, dictor, YouTube studio. I can't speak anymore. Chad Lou says, what do you know about brows? You're a tooth person. Listen. Oh my God. He was just so, well, and that's the thing is that, so when he was commenting on my nice skin, but my dark under eye circles, he goes, you can go to Ulta, and at Ulta, they've got this thing, and it's called the Ordinary. And if you go to the Ordinary, they've got this 5% concentrated caffeine solution. And I was like, awesome. Actually, I do have that. And he goes, really? Are you using it? I got dragged by my dentist for my under eye circles. I mean, he was right, but Jesus Christ. All right, Tamara has been starting to open up to the Drawbridge crew, but now she's, oh, we already did this. And then we saw Heartman. Yep. Yeah, no, he like got me. And it gets so much worse and or better depending on your point of view. I have so many things to tell you. It was brutal. And I'm going to be milking these stories for the rest of my life. I was telling them to a friend of mine and she was like, you should write every single thing down that he said to you because this is the funniest shit I've ever heard. And I was like, thank you so much. For example, what else? And also, he would also joke around, but then later he would be like, if I ever make you uncomfortable to joke, just tell me and I won't do it. And I was like, awesome, thanks.
Sam,
chill,
you're
dude.
the last to arrive.
I felt like I was high the whole time I spoke to him.
Let's get to it. Recently, I received a number of strange mails that were apparently sent to me by none other than myself.
Timey-wimey!
I've been
Timey-wimey!
receiving similar communications too. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I got a few about Lou's records.
It goes without saying, I did not, in fact, send them. It's all very distressing and gave me palpitations. An especially concerning mail reached me not long ago. Attached were some highly sensitive UCA documents on BBs and chiral communications technology, including classified records of the BBs who were sacrificed.
Don't do
to
that.
build the foundation of the chiral.
Don't do that. You didn't have to present. That's a bad way to do a presentation.
These extraordinary children were the catalyst required for the network to route data through the beach. They served as a bridge between the beach and our world. Hence, the Bridge Baby moniker. They were originally intended for the sole purpose of sustaining the chiral network. I'd like to discuss the implications of these records in my possession, but before that, I can tell you how Bridge Babies were developed in more detail, if you wish.
I'd like to hear more. Tell me more. Tell me more. What other
R&D
horrible,
commenced
unethical
shortly
experiments
after
did we
Death
do?
Stranding was first observed. The inciting incident having occurred during the performance of a cesarean section to save the child of a brain-dead mother. But perhaps the rest should be explained by someone who remembers the period. If you're willing to indulge me.
He just called
I
you
can't
old.
speak with any authority.
He just
But
called you
if you
old.
insist. When the obstetrician touched the fetus
Like
during
when
the
my
procedure,
coworker asked me if I remembered
it said they
9/11.
glimpsed the beach.
She goes, "Oh, you old."
Subsequent
old. And I
research
was like, "Thank
revealed
you,
that the
yes."
unborn children and still mothers possessed a special connection to the place. While communications utilizing the beach had been theorized, the framework was incomplete. These children proved to be the missing link. Afterwards, development of the chiral network began in earnest, or so I'm told.
Wait, I have a question.
By all means.
What about when I was putting Mexico on the grid? Or my work in Australia? Have I been condemning kids this whole time?
Worry not, Sam. The new Cupid model
Yeah,
does
I
not
definitely
require
trust
a human
you.
catalyst. You can be
Fucking
assured of that.
vampire
Bridget
ass
was president
mannequin.
when this all began.
Speaking of
And she
vampires,
wouldn't permit
Mark.
women to be deliberately rendered brain dead in order
Guess
to
what?
produce BBs. But the Bridges researchers were not deterred, and they pressed on with their plan in spite of the president's misgivings. To secure test
He
subjects,
blinks too long.
it seems Bridges smuggled pregnant women into the country from Mexico, among other places. Consequently, they were able to produce the BBs needed to make the chiral network a reality. And 4 years ago, the first Bridges expedition embarked on their journey. This is what I received from the sacrificial BBs.
Finally!
Including
How did
backups.
Joel get to do
A
for
total
you?
of
Yes.
10 units were prepped for integration, but only 9 were used to
I have
lay
so
the
many thoughts, I have so many
foundations of
comments, I
the
have so-
North American network.
Hold on, I'll tell
I
you.
attempted to ascertain the whereabouts of the 10th,
My BB?
to no avail.
My baby. My
But as
BB baby.
drawbridge, we should have a higher security clearance than me personally. Just to be prudent, would you mind running a search?
Hold on, I need to Google
As
if YouTube is
Deadman
having
determined,
problems.
there was another BB-28 that existed before
Whoa,
Lou,
hold on.
which was decommissioned.
What does the live stream look like to you
Fragile
guys?
later discovered that 4 years ago, Lou was assigned
Oh,
BB-28 serial number, and for reasons unknown, placed into storage.
I know why it didn't work. God damn
Now,
it.
The first expedition.
I know what happened. Okay. No, I know why it's not working. You guys have the wrong thumbnail and everything. I need to end this one, restart it. You're supposed to, well, actually, no. You guys don't have a thumbnail. I mean, you have a thumbnail, but it's like my background thumbnail. To be fair, my thumbnail is a repeat of the last time, and you don't have a new title, and it's not tagged properly. No, I'm looking at my own notifications. I know why it's not working now. And if I want to be able to access it, I'm going to have to... Like, it's running normally, but it won't... It's a whole thing. Ah! Okay, Monfers. I am so sorry to have to do this. We're gonna stop and then restart. And the stream should be titled Heartman. That should be the stream title. The thumbnail's gonna be the same as the last time because I got too lazy to make a new one. So sorry, mon frères. Thank you for your patience. I'll be back in just like 5. Once I'm sure that the stream has ended and that a new one. Before the Sinners conversation, well, I'm gonna delete this video or I'm gonna put it on private so it will be lost to time because I've got so many theories and things I noticed and ooh, something about the Choctaw, which I found very interesting. Okay. And their history with the potato famine. Talk about this later. BRB. See, it counts as intermission. And if all of you aren't there in the next live stream, I'm gonna cry. It's fine, actually. No, I understand. Life moves on, I suppose. I find it disrespectful, though. How dare you?